Hey, what's up you guys? It's me, Haunted Florida. Today I wanted to test out ghost apps and see how accurate they are side by side with the 7T Spirit Box, because I can get pretty accurate and intelligent answers, especially in my house, with this. But the question is always, how accurate is spirit apps like GhostTube or Spirit Talker? I want to know if it lines up with anything, because I know the spirits in this house.
We like you.
Okay, I want to know if the spirits in the house can determine that with my spirit box. If you don't know, I am very close to the spirits in my house. I know who they are. They are documented with the record of the home. They passed away in the home, and one of those spirits, if you haven't met him in my intro video, is Theo. Theo is an awesome character. He's very protective of me, but he is one who comes through a lot, and he likes to basically clarify things on the spirit box, and he's the one who gave a shit ton of information about the house before I looked it up. And then I looked it up, and there's a video about that on TikTok with my reaction looking it up and it being confirmed by Theo, and I'm like, girl, what? I have a couple of devices set up. I have the EMF reader, professional EMF reader radiation detector, 2 cat balls, and my REM pod set up, all of which are on. And we are just gonna test out and see if GhostTube is accurate. I want to know. As you can see, none of the EMF meters are going off. I do not have any electricity that is high enough to set them off. And the professional is reading at 00.
Unexpected.
Which is where we wanted it. So again, we're gonna test it out because I'm a little iffy about this. And there's a lot of people out there that use apps. So let's see what we can do. If there is anybody in this house that knows me, like Theo, if you can come through. Cat balls going off, okay. And temperature, okay.
I want it.
You're setting that stuff off, but can you say your name into the GhostTube box instead? Just because I want to test this. I want to know if this is accurate. I want to know if you guys can actually manipulate an app and talk to us through it. And it's not just spitting random words out. Like, that's my goal. That's what I want to know. Before I turn this on, I want to give this a chance. Okay? I want something that is accurate to this home that I can confirm to come through on that app. EVP is going off on the REM pod, which means it's picking up electrical voice phenomena, stuff like that, which is common for this home. You know what I mean? So all of my devices have brand new batteries in them, so yeah.
Find me.
Again, not accurate with this house. Not accurate with this house. I'm just going to give it a second, give it a couple minutes, and see. Maybe I'm not going to say anything about this house because I do not want the app to pick up what I'm saying. So I'm just going to see. I'm a curious girl, okay? Very curious. I'm going to go ahead and reset the REM pod. Cat balls are me this time.
I need it.
You need it.
Full.
It's just so random. Like, it's so random. This is straying me more and more away from actually using the app. So, I'm not trying to be a hater. But as a paranormal investigator, apps, I just don't like them that much, you know what I mean? Spirit Talker has probably been some of the most accurate type of app that we used. But even then, if I had to choose Spirit Talker over the Spirit Box, I would choose the Spirit Box any day of the week. We're gonna go ahead and turn the Spirit Box on. Theo,
Can you see me?
Theo, if you're here, is the app accurate? Is that accurate? Yes or no? I'm gonna have to review that for sure. So when I was playing with this earlier, it said she told me, and now it's saying he told me. This, on the other hand, I did hear you're something about you're in the woods, which is accurate to the home. I'm not going to say what it is until I have the regular camera up so GhostTube doesn't pick it up, but I will explain that once we're done with GhostTube. Did you hear that bang? He's like, boom, boom. I'm going to have to amplify that. I don't know how well GhostTube would have caught it, but the little meter thing went up a little bit. Interesting. Okay, let me turn off GhostTube. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the spirit box back on and see what they say about GhostTube. Is GhostTube fake? That is temperature. Thank you. I'm gonna say that's a yes for GhostTube. Like being not entirely truthful. You know what I mean? Like it's just an app, right? So I'm gonna take that as GhostTube not being completely usable. Like if you're doing an investigation, especially for clients, I wouldn't use an app. I can see how it has that word bank, so maybe some things can be accurate. But as for today, it was not accurate. And when I asked, do you think GhostTube is fake? And then my REM pod temperature goes up and the cat ball goes off, I just don't think it's entirely accurate. I think I am going to put on Spirit Talker. Spirit Talker, I kind of actually enjoy. It works very well with investigations. It has lined up side by side with the Spirit Box, so I think I'm going to throw that on really quick and let you guys kind of see how Spirit Talker works if you don't know what Spirit Talker is. But then again, it's an app, so it's not overly usable either, you know what I mean? It's not entirely accurate as well. That's just how I see it. I'm gonna have to get my iPad though, because it's on my iPad, not on my phone. Let's do it. Cat ball again. It's funny because my AC is on, but the temperature is going up. Thank you. I'm gonna put on Spirit Talker. You want to show everybody how accurate that one is? You can. And if you guys want to see me test out a certain app or anything, just let me know. As long as it's not like $500, okay? You want to come talk through Spirit Talker? You want to give me your name?
Moore.
Okay. Gotten that in this house a couple of times. Temperature going up, heating up in here. Who's bringing the temperature up on the, it says guilty. Okay, you're guilty of turning the temperature up in here?
Guilty.
That's already better off than GhostTube, I will say. Who's doing it? It's like, guilty, I did it. It was me. Who's who's the one that's turning the temperature up? Every time I ask, it just does it again. It doesn't. I want a name. I want a name. Who's doing it? Trying to get them to answer you is like trying to get children to do chores.
Alice.
Alice? So Alice is doing it? If there's an Alice and she's doing it, can you hit a cat ball? Boy, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to reset it. Can you hit the cat ball if it's Alice?
My name is Alice.
Okay, Alice. I see it says Alice. My name is Alice. Interesting, interesting. Alice, if you can tap this instead to confirm that you're the one that's doing the REM pod, that would be appreciated. I'm gonna reset the REM pod, okay? Cat balls are me, I just touched the table. Interesting that it was like Alice, and then it said my name is Alice. I've never had it do that before, like double confirm itself. That's interesting. But then again, we're not getting anything that's like confirming that with any other devices besides the REM pod. So it's like, you know, we have gotten Alice before on the SB7T spirit box. But it's just not like enough for me to believe the app, you know? Is there anything else you want to say? Spirit Talker to me is just like, has a little bit more accuracy so far than GhostTube. You know what I mean? And I've used both, like tested both, and retested it again today because I'm very skeptical of the apps. I still wouldn't prefer using an app over this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was a little bit more accurate than GhostTube. I know who Alice is. I do know who Alice is. To an extent. She was part of like, she wasn't the owner of the house or owned the house, but she was an extended family member of somebody who owned the house because I looked up all the records. But, by the way, for the, when it said neck of the woods or you're in the woods or something like that, that makes a lot of sense because this is a historical park and it had to do a lot with wooded areas. A lot of different battles took place in this area. And not only that, but there was a historical tree that had to be cut down because limbs were falling and because they were dry rotted and they just posed a threat to people. So like being like the whole wood thing and all that stuff makes so much sense for this land, you know. But I'm gonna say goodbye to the spirits and you guys. That is me testing out GhostTube and Spirit Talker. Obviously they need further examination to see how much further they can go, but as you can tell, I do have activity in the house. They do set off devices. Sometimes they go crazy, sometimes things don't happen at all. That's all a part of paranormal activity. Sometimes you have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. It is what it is. So I hope you guys all stay spooky and have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this video. Bye!